Homelessness is a complex issue in many cities, including Austin, Texas. As the population of people experiencing homelessness grows, local governments and communities are constantly faced with the question of how to address the challenges associated with encampments. Austin, like many other cities, has seen efforts to remove homeless encampments, but what happens after these encampments are cleared? Understanding the post-removal process is essential for both the individuals affected and the community at large. The immediate aftermath of removal. When a homeless encampment is removed in Austin, the immediate goal is typically to address public health and safety concerns. The city might cite issues like sanitation, safety hazards, and the risk of violence, which are common in encampments, especially those located near busy streets or public areas. City officials, often with the help of outreach teams, work to relocate the individuals living in the encampments to safer spaces or temporary shelters. In some cases, individuals are offered a spot in temporary shelters that the city or local organizations have set up. These shelters may be able to offer beds, food, showers, and access to social services. However, the number of available shelter spaces is often limited, and not everyone may have access to immediate housing solutions. The role of outreach teams. Outreach teams play a critical role in the aftermath of an encampment removal. These teams typically consist of social workers, health professionals, and local nonprofits that specialize in homelessness services. Their job is to connect the displaced individuals with available resources such as housing, healthcare, job training, and addiction services. While many people in encampments are willing to accept help, some may be resistant or unwilling to leave the area, especially if they feel that shelters and other services do not meet their needs. Outreach teams often try to build trust with these individuals by offering consistent support and ensuring they know about available resources. However, the success of these efforts is not guaranteed, and some people might return to the streets if they feel the options available to them are insufficient or unsuitable. Housing solutions and the lack thereof. A major challenge following the removal of homeless encampments is the lack of permanent housing solutions. Austin has made strides in recent years to provide more affordable housing, but the supply often falls short of demand. With rising rent prices and an increasing population, finding permanent housing for homeless individuals remains a struggle. For those who are willing to transition from shelters into permanent housing, it often requires a long process of waiting for affordable units to become available. Programs such as the Housing First initiative, which prioritizes providing housing before addressing other issues like employment or substance abuse, have shown promise, but they are not always able to accommodate everyone in need. Without sufficient affordable housing options, many individuals may find themselves cycling in and out of temporary shelters or returning to encampments. This highlights the need for long-term solutions to homelessness, not just temporary fixes. The impact on the broader community. The removal of homeless encampments also has an impact on the broader community in Austin. For those who live and work near encampments, the removal may provide a sense of relief from concerns about safety and cleanliness. Local businesses may feel a decrease in foot traffic or vandalism, and residents might feel safer walking through their neighborhoods. However, this does not mean the issue of homelessness has been solved. The removal of encampments simply displaces the individuals, often leading them to seek shelter in other parts of the city. While public spaces might be temporarily cleared, the root causes of homelessness, lack of affordable housing, mental health issues, and addiction, remain unchanged. Long-term solutions. Ultimately, the removal of homeless encampments in Austin is just one part of a much larger issue that requires long-term, systemic solutions. While outreach and temporary shelters can help in the short term, addressing homelessness requires a concerted effort from local government, businesses, and nonprofit organizations to create sustainable solutions. This includes expanding affordable housing options, improving mental health care, providing job training programs, and addressing the underlying causes of homelessness. In conclusion, after a homeless encampment is removed in Austin, the city faces both immediate and long-term challenges. Outreach teams work to provide temporary solutions, but the lack of affordable housing and other services continues to be a significant barrier to ending homelessness. While clearing encampments may provide short-term relief, solving homelessness in Austin will require ongoing efforts and comprehensive strategies to address the root causes of the issue.